The evening, but right now I'm like a movie theater toilet. I am fuming. I am absolutely steaming because of how the Super Bowl just ended. I watch every Super Bowl, and in this one I didn't really have a horse in the race. I'm neither a Chiefs nor Eagles fan, I just wanted to be entertained. And for the majority of the game, I was thoroughly entertained. It was just a great game. Both teams putting on an incredible performance, going wacko mode, insano style, tying it 35-35. And just like the first Spider-Man movie when he fought Bonesaw, when Bonesaw was ready, we had 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime, and it was coming down to the wire, an absolute ass greaser. The Chiefs were driving down the field, they make it to the red zone, it's getting a little dicey for the Eagles, fans spilling their beer all over themselves in anticipation and fear, but the Eagles are putting up an incredible defensive stand, and then in the most crucial moment of the entire game, with less than 2 minutes remaining in this tie game, a penalty was called for holding against the Eagles, which lost them the game. One single bad call decided the outcome of the Super Bowl at the very end, which is what has led the majority of people who watch this game to call rigged, say the refs are all paid off, and say that it's all just part of the script. Because right now there's a tinfoil nipple clamp conspiracy theory that floats around that a lot of people genuinely believe that sports are rigged. Or rather scripted. I actually do agree that there is rigging to a certain level with the refs. I do think there is real corruption there. But let me just opine on the scripting thing real quick. I think that's a load of dirty barnacles. I think that is just a fat load of fish paste. I don't think sports are scripted at all. That's kind of an unhinged belief. But I do think the refs are corrupt. It's not just football. It's basketball as well. This entire year has really shown me since I got back into watching sports live. I have seen so many awful officiating moments that I can find no other explanation besides just malicious corruption. And this is the most blatant example. The holding call, I can't show you any clips because obviously it's the fucking Super Bowl. If I even showed you a still image of it, I'm sure Roger Goodell of the NFL would come to my house personally and fucking slap me around and then hit me over the head with a fucking sledgehammer. So I can't show you anything, but if you watch the Super Bowl, you immediately know the call. The call was on the Eagles for holding. The receiver was going out, and the Eagles defender lightly touched him, like on the hip. It was a light touch and like a slight jersey tug that could have even been like accidental. It was so gentle. Like the way he treated the receiver is the way a mother would treat a newborn baby. It was so light and caring. There was no holding at all on the play. And Patrick Mahomes threw up a stinky meatball of a pass that was just uncatchable regardless for the receiver that it was intended for. But they still threw the flag and called holding on the Eagles, which gave the Chiefs a first down and also just gave them plenty of time to run out the clock, kick a field goal, win the game. It was decided by that call. It was the most crucial moment of the game, and the call instantly ended it pretty much on the spot. And under no circumstances is that acceptable. Regardless of what team you were rooting for, I'm sure all of us can recognize that this is a complete wet fart of an ending to an otherwise amazing game. We just got the bad ending to this one, unfortunately. The biggest sporting event that America has to offer is decided by the refs instead of the players. That's pathetic. That's awful. In a situation like this, I think they should go to the replays and be 100% sure that there is truly a penalty worthy of being called in a situation like this. It's a terrible look for the sport, and it's embarrassing overall. They should have 100% held the refs to a higher standard here. Oh, we're under 2 minutes to play, and this call is going to decide the outcome of the game. Everyone knew it. The second that call was made, even the commentators were like, oh, I don't agree with that one. Eek. That's a bit spicy. That's a no good. We don't like that. The commentators were outspoken about how bad the call was. In a situation where it is that crucial, they need to go back to the drawing board, check everything, and 100% be sure that this is a call that needs to be made. Because in this situation, it wasn't. It's a bad call. It's just straight up a shitty call. Even if you're the biggest Chiefs fan in the world, you got your Chiefs butt plug dialed all the way up to maximum turbo settings. It's vibrating in your colon. You're super excited they won. In the back of your mind, you know that it's a pretty upsetting ending. I'm sure you would have preferred if they had actually beat them on their own merit instead of having the refs help. Because no matter how you spin it, that call decided that game at the very end. The Chiefs could have still 100% won that, but now it's always going to be left up to speculation on, well, would the Eagles have made a game-winning drive? Would the Eagles have stopped them on that red zone drive? Like, there's so many question marks now that the win can't feel as good as it would have if the refs didn't make that call. It's a lose-lose for everybody, except the refs that may have been paid off. Like, I'm actually starting to believe that they are influenced in some way financially in order to make these awful calls. We just saw it recently in the NBA with the infamous no call against the Lakers. I'm not even going to bother going down that road right now. I already fucking ranted about that on stream for quite some time, and I'm not even a goddamn Lakers fan either. I just hate how awful calls decide the outcome of the biggest games. I just think that's horrible. Like, it's just bad. And what's even worse is there's really no incentive to be good at your job as a referee. Like, if you do well, cool. If you do poorly, there's no repercussions. Like, some of the worst refs of all time are still currently refs. Like, at the biggest, highest stage. I don't understand why they have so much leniency in situations like this, and so much power, too. This is a call that should have been thoroughly looked under with a microscope 1,000 times. Bring in a third-party investigation unit for this call tonight. Like, have them double-check. Bring out a fucking forensics team. I don't care. It's the biggest call of that game, in the most crucial moment of the entire game. Really do your due diligence to ensure that call is legitimate and necessary. Because you do not want a game to wrap up the way this one did. It causes nothing but turmoil, and it ruins the entire thing. The Super Bowl was amazing all the way up until it wasn't. At the very last 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. It's craziness. Can't believe I'm actually making a sports ranting video, but my family and I were having so much fun watching the Super Bowl, and when that call was made, collectively all of us let out an audible groan in frustration, and it took the wind out of all of our sails. None of us are Chiefs fans or Eagles fans. We didn't give a fuck who won. It was just such an amazing game, and to have it in this way is deflating. I can only imagine Philadelphia Eagles fans right now. But anyway, I just wanted to vent about all this. Also, I'll tackle one more thing that I've already seen pop up a lot, where it's like, no, it's technically a holding no matter what. I just disagree. Like, even with the way the rule's written and the way that it's typically enforced, it still doesn't seem like a hold. His movement really wasn't impeded at all, and the ball was still pretty uncatchable anyway, so it's not like it would have had a huge impact on the outcome of that play in particular. So even if you want to argue that technically it's a hold, it's still a call that doesn't need to be made, especially given the magnitude of the game, because that call ends the game on the spot when you make it. This was the most important moment of the game. This was pivotal, and that call being made instantly decides the outcome of the entire game. Their fate was sealed the second they threw that penalty. So I don't think that it needed to be made, nor should it have been, because I don't think any games should be decided by a penalty like that. It's fucking pathetic. It's laughable, really. And that's why a lot of people are screaming rigged, because it did decide the winner of this match. No matter how you argue it, they won immediately off of that call. So it's just a real shame. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about all of that. The wine, the world's most exhilarating and brutal sport. Today's wine is a Frescobaldi Nippozano Chianti Rafina Reserva, also known as the Warriors' Wine. During Attila the Hun's reign, this wine was drank by only the mightiest warriors. Now, we have 3 warriors of our own. 3 of our wine athletes will compete to identify this wine without seeing the bottle. A Herculean, grueling, and maybe even cruel task. But these are 3 trained professionals who have dedicated their lives to smelling, swishing, swallowing, and even ejaculating fermented grape juice. So don't try and emulate anything you see unfold here on the battlefield.
Thank you, Steve.
She may be saying thank you, but that was a very shitty pour, not nearly enough wine. Go fuck yourself, Steve. John's wasting no time.
It's red, we know that, right, Steve?
It's not.
Our wine judges cracked what is known as a joke in the wine tasting community. She has given all of them a hoot.
Not Pinot Noir, so... Certainly some Bordeaux characteristics. However, I'd like to point out the color. Look how it's turned sort of garnet. It's no longer purplish red. It looks like an aged wine.
It seems John has a hunch. He's already demonstrating why he's the master sommelier at this table. That's not an easy title to earn. He's really flexing his girthy wiener right now. He's right away noticing the subtle differences in color, but will he be able to identify the asphalt that we've snuck into his glass?
I have to say 6 or 7 years old, or a grape variety that turns brownish red early on in its development. I think there could be some Tuscan elements.
Superb work from John. They don't call him the fucking Sherlock Holmes of wine for nothing. Truly splendid.
That jumped out at me the most was Merlot.
Sarah has correctly identified the hint of Merlot in this glass. The Merlot gives this glass just a little delicate aggression on the taste buds, and she has not even needed to taste the wine yet in order to identify it. However, she is just a sommelier, not a master sommelier like John over there. The difference between the two is enormous. If you were to ever confuse a master sommelier and a sommelier, you would most certainly be killed on the spot, so please never make that fucking rookie mistake. But Sarah has really stepped up to the plate today. She came in here as the underdog, and she has already identified the Merlot. But can she pull through and be the victor of this competition? We're not sure yet. We'll have to let it continue.
Particularly because of the nose and the color.
And what do you think of the color? John was mentioning that it's more of a garnet now.
It seems our wine judge here is playing a little dirty, trying to throw them off the trail by mentioning Kevin Garnett. Let's see if they're going to fall victim to this very clever ploy.
I agree there's some age on it. It's not a youthful wine, but again, I'm not sure it's as old as he thinks it might be.
Ooh, that was a devastating blow from George Zimmer of Men's Warehouse, poking holes in John's hypothesis. However, I don't think John's going to let it go to his head. His olfactory sense is second to none in this business.
I'm going to throw in one other possibility here, just to up the stakes a little bit.
Oh shit, he's up in the stakes.
Paler color, and considering the plummy fruit and the abundance of wood.
Wood? Where's the wood?
Tempranillo?
Yes, but it's a possibility. The wood would probably be American.
Why is this conversation devolved into wood?
Agreed, but there's a lot of new wave Spanish wines that are made with European wood, French wood.
He has fantastic wine twirling technique. However, I do believe he's barking up the wrong tree with his wood train of thought. He's going to need to get off of that if he's going to want to identify this wine correctly.
The one thing about Merlot in the old world, and if we are going to agree that this is an old world wine.
For the uninformed, I'll shed some light on this. When talking about old world wine, what they're referring to is wine that existed before Godzilla was made. So wine that existed prior to Godzilla hitting the theater is considered an old world wine, whereas wine that was made after Godzilla's theatrical run is considered a new world wine, or a modern wine, or dope freshness, or swagadelic sauce, depending on where you're located. It goes by many different names, however, those are the two distinctions between wine dates.
There aren't a lot of places that do a single varietal Merlot. It's generally as a blend, and it's not found often.
Good point, D'Amato.
Ooh, John immediately interrupting her. That's an interesting strategy.
Yes,
Down
that's
in
the
the
only...
midi, then Merlot is bottled separately.
I'm not on a Merlot trail here.
Well, then you're on the wrong trail, John. You fucking wood conspiracy theorist.
I'm back in Italy. Color matches there, this garnet shade. It's a little darker than traditional style, but this is not a traditional wine. I think it's been made in a slightly modern style with, in my view, a little bit too much wood.
John immediately back to the wood nonsense. Actually, you know what, fuck it. I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the wine bag here. John is absolutely right. That's not even wine in front of him. That's not wine in that glass. What we did is we melted sawdust down to liquid form and then poured some beaver blood on top of it for color. John was able to sniff it out immediately. It was like fucking Scooby-Doo on a mystery. That is why that man is a master sommelier.
Sweetened it up with that vanilla, but that red fruit, slightly tarry. Your Merlot dust is my Nebbiolo dust, the firmness of it.
Damn, he's a true professional. He already mentioned the firmness. This wine is not only the firmest wine in existence, it's got a heaviness that's so light even a baby's nipples could pick it up.
Have the grape variety.
So is it Italy or Spain?
You smug, pretentious douche popsicle. The Dos Equis most interesting man in the world's trying to strong-arm information out of our judge right now.
If I give you that, do you think you'll get the variety?
We might do, yes.
Yes.
It's an Italian wine.
It's Italian wine.
Sangiovese.
Oh my goodness. The fucking wine hound over here immediately gets it.
Level of acidity.
Here's my guess.
Yeah.
Sangiovese with Merlot in it. I bet you this is Chianti Classico, and they haven't declared that there's 20% Merlot.
Yeah.
And vintage, we wouldn't see anything earlier than 2007.
He's cheating. He's
I
cheating.
use Chianti as well now. Now, in terms of Italian, because I always think that Rioja Tempranillo from Spain and Chianti Sangiovese from Italy are very similar wines.
What the fuck are you talking about, you senile old man?
Same role in those people's cultures and their food. And so I thought it was Tempranillo Spain. I can easily be talked into telling it's Italian, that it's
Somebody please remove this Bond villain from the table. He's off his rocker.
If there is a bit that's blended in here, and often is in this region, so I think that's a good guess, guys.
Now the reveal.
Yeah.
You did much better that time. So it is a Chianti.
Nippers on.
Yes.
And it is a 2007.
Yeah, there is Merlot in it. So
It's
there
a
you
good
go.
value. It's
Yeah.
Frisco, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, stylistically, I think we're actually quite close. As
Yeah,
Pierre pointed
I
out,
think
these
that-
are all in the same sort of hemisphere of wine styles.
Yeah, whatever you want to tell yourself before you go to sleep, pussy fart. Point is, none of you got it. You're all losers. Please leave this table. You've disgraced wine tasting as a community. Just remove your ass cheeks from this battlefield, all of you. And you call yourselves masters, sommeliers, and wine educators. Not even one of you said a single word about the brutal, violent generosity of the fumes of the wine as it entered your nostrils and embraced them with an ethereal taste of serenity, love, and aggression. None of you said anything about that. And how do you ever think you could have identified this wine without being able to sense those smells? How you passed your sommelier test is beyond me, but you don't deserve that title. Thank you for joining us on this episode of So You Think You Know Wine. Obviously, they did not know wine. Not at all. These fucking Neanderthals had no clue.
By Good-Hearted and Broke.
I'll do
Also,
Mr.
we've
Mom's
added a
Racing.
chicane to the track to the final round.
Let's go, baby! Mr.
And the drivers are
Moms!
off. Andrew Nixon and MJY5 side by side.
This is
on their
aggressive.
First turn. MJY5 pulls ahead going through the chicane.
Holy shit, how are they so
And
fast?
MJY5
A little disappointed with Mr. Moms, not gonna
Mr.
lie.
Mom's Racing having some problem with that
Yeah.
car. They're stuck over
Little
at
disappointed.
turn 2. They've got a lot
Somehow,
of ground to make
I
up
have
if
the
they want to get in
unbelievable
that
ability to
top three.
always choose the worst competitor.
MJY5 leading down the ramp. Arrested Moore in second, and he wrecks.
Mr. Moms is once again
MJY5
stopped.
losing control coming
Meanwhile,
out of
this
the
man's going
chicane.
full Ricky Bobby and hitting
Anderson
it
is closing the
backwards.
gap.
Woo!
Drivers looks like J. Dean 439 and Mr. Mom's
If
Racing
Mr. Moms can
ran
finish
out of
one lap,
momentum
I'll
right
consider it a
before turn
victory.
2. Or all the way
Let's
back
go,
in sixth
Mr.
place
Moms!
as we restart the second
Last
lap.
place again immediately.
MJY5 with an early lead.
We took the inside,
Flying off
though.
Turn 1. He's slowing down around 2. But
We
he
didn't
still
finish
has a
again.
Huge lead out there. Up to second.
That turns a real doozy
Impressive
for
driving,
us.
especially, and got his
Alright,
car
Mr.
back
Moms,
on
this is the one,
straight.
baby. Let's crank in the
Here we go with
nitrous.
lap 3.
We're in
MJY5
second to
Arrested
last,
Diamore in the front right
and
now.
we didn't make it.
Andrew Nixon back in third place.
I think I saw us going backwards.
MJY5 with a strong lead
Nope.
in today's race.
There we
Whoa,
are.
he pops up on the
Stuck
side
again.
wall in a lap.
Can we check on Mr.
We'll have
Moms?
to check out the finish line
Is my
footage
driver
to see
drunk?
What happened there? Mr. Mom's Racing having all types of trouble with that car.
That car sucks
It's
ass.
not looking much.
Man, 3D bot maker, really impressive. Impressive production. It's really the Marble Olympics of Hot Wheels. God damn, he even has off-roading. Well, off-roading rally cars.
Paul R.
No,
and the
boo,
Toyota
another
Supra.
shitty car.
He'll also be driving for sub 4RA racing.
Jesus.
If you like
If you really
NASCAR,
want speed,
check
get
out
like
the Sub
condom
4RA
wheels.
YouTube channel.
That shit'll
Adult
glide.
die-cast racing wheels car.
That looks
we
like a
have
premium
front wheels
model.
on that one to plastic wheels.
That might
So
be
they
one of the
actually race
rarest
on
ones, the
track.
Millennium
Rubber
Hot
tires
Wheels
may
car.
look good, but they are
Oh,
terrible.
huge!
Hasman Nora loses
Oh,
control
no
as he approaches
speed.
the finish,
Oh!
and he does not
Oh!
make it.
What a shame. That looked like
Was
a
there debris
solid
on the
run
course? Did we
until he
grease it
started
down
bouncing off the
properly?
balls.
Hasman Nora only the
Did we hit a
second
spike trap?
driver to not finish with 3 points.
Oh, what is this
Driver is
pathetic
the
thing?
Hungarian
Herbie?
polar bear
What's Herbie doing
driving
here?
in the Morris Mini
Where's Lindsay
for Sub
Lohan?
4RA racing.
I don't know why.
Besides
that seems like the
meth.
Hungarian polar bear should be in a bigger car.
This is terrible.
Is he a big guy?
No
I've never
chance.
seen him.
Well, maybe
He's driving a fucking ice cream truck. Oh,
We're
ew.
going there.
I'm just
And he's
saying,
killing
don't judge a book
spectators.
by its cover.
You seriously? It's time for round 2. In the
I'll be
second
honest, though,
event
I'm
of
pulling
the
for
3D
Hungarian
Bottmaker
polar bear.
Diecast Rally Championship.
I think he's only here as a
Drivers will be
joke,
racing
but
head-to-head,
I really would
but
like to
only
see the
top 6
underdog
will
squeak it
continue.
out.
In the
We got Skrillex on the track? God, the production here is crazy, man. Fuck. This is good.
Welcome back. You're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast
Let's go,
Rally
Hungarian
Championship.
polar bear.
Here on the 3D Bot, I've been the Hungarian
I'll wager
polar bear at the
5
bottom
gift subs
with 2
Hungarian
points
polar
So
bear
far, it's not
finishes
looking very
7.
good for the small
I have a
cars.
good
Here's how the
feeling
points will
about
be
it.
scored in round
And I'm
2.
feeling
You
like
can get up to
betting.
4 points for 1
Fuck
point if
the
your
winner,
car
I just
touches
care where
after the
Hungarian
big air
polar
bonus
bear
line,
finishes.
And an additional point escort round.
Stephen King is unbeatable.
He's coming out of round 1 with
And he's
5
going up
points.
against my boy
He'll be going
Hungarian
against
polar
the
bear.
Hungarian polar bear in the Morris Mini. He only has 2 points. So
King
he's got a
Slayer,
lot of
let's
ground to
go,
make up in
polar
this round.
bear.
Yeah, well, he's got his work cut out for
Come
him.
on,
He's
baby.
gonna be
Yeah,
the
oh,
Diecast
wow, this is
Rally
sad.
champion.
He is sucking his
Stephen
farts.
King, the Event 1 champion,
Holy shit.
starting
Is he
off this
driving the
race with
speed
a
limit?
huge lead.
I think he's going for
He's
it.
got the speed.
Whoa!
What the fuck is this? Hey, we
Did you
finished.
see that?
Yes.
Did you see
Yeah, baby, we finished. We did it.
Stephen King flying through
I'm just happy we survived.
Wow.
That was big. It
Just
was
look
big.
at that hang
It
time
was
in
big,
the air.
yeah.
Incredible.
Just when you
But
think you've
watch
seen it all
watch
from
Hungarian
Stephen
polar
King,
bear.
Look Look at that.
Just grease in there.
Combine skill with confidence.
And
There he
once
is!
that built perfect,
Yeah!
get yourself the new
Woo!
Superman Stephen King t-shirt from the merch store.
Let's go,
I
Polar
got my
Bear!
JRC t-shirt in the mail this past week.
Yeah!
Absolutely love it.
Yeah!
Okay, I think
Shit.
we've plugged the merch store enough.
Stephen King out in the lead again. The Hungarian
Oh, we're
not
so
far
fucked.
behind.
Can he do it again?
Stephen
Oh,
King
God.
has trouble coming off that corner.
No!
Plays it safe over the
Was that an
jump,
earthquake?
but
What
that's
took us
something he
out?
can afford.
Wreck.
Yeah, so
God
far it's
damn
not
it.
looking good.
Cars in the first place.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think
what the
it's
fuck
actually a
happened?
polar bear.
Oh,
Then
I
why
see.
the name?
People
We went for
put
a
all
grind
types
for
of
bonus
aliases and
points.
names for 8.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure
not
if they can
bad.
cut it.
That's
Keep in
not
mind that the
bad.
bottom 2 drivers in points
As
will be
long
going
as
home.
Hazmat never finishes, we'll be
In the
fine.
number 20
We'll be fine.
Audi Quattro.
No,
This is a
no,
really
still
slow
got
one.
everybody who complained about it.
Oh, this is looking good though.
They seem
Just
pretty
don't
evenly
finish again.
matched here.
Side by side going into the first
Do Hungarian Polar Bear a favor.
This time.
Oh, we've got some
No!
Driving by Justin Rules. Justin Rules
Please,
takes the win.
tell me that was the Audi.
Gets forced off the track.
For the love of God, please tell me he bumped him off.
contact. Is
Nope.
racing.
That looked like a little more than just some. We've still
Our
got 2 more
only
groups to
chance
go
is
in round
Freckles
2.
fucks up
We'll be
really
right back
hard.
after the break.
Like, you know, he gets hit with like a fucking blue shell or something. If Freckles doesn't finish one lap, Hungarian Polar Bear gets 7th. And I win my bet.
Against Freckle
Let's go,
35
Freckles,
in the
please
number
fuck
2
up.
Fiat
God
500.
damn it.
Freckle 35.
Tell me someone's been feeding this man alcohol.
In that Fiat.
Driver Kid Do Not,
Yeah?
who
Oh,
tied
he's getting
Stephen
fucking
King in round
dusted.
1, setting himself up to be a
Oh, he might not even-
top in this event.
Look at him go.
He drifts
I'm
around
pretty
the corner
confident. Yeah, we're
off
safe.
the side of the track.
7th place is
Somehow
looking
he's
good.
able to recover and make it past
He
the
didn't make
finish
it.
line. But I think what we're seeing here is
Thank
a
you,
lack
Freckles.
of experience.
Aw, what happened to Freckle?
Round 1.
Good.
He's
Keep
really
it up.
having
Keep
trouble
it up,
with that
baby.
first jump.
As we've seen today, that first jump is a
I hope
decisive
Freckles'
point
side
on
just
this
gives
track.
out into a
Kid's not
sinkhole
moving
or
ahead
something.
Again on the outside lane. He's got a big lead going over the bridge.
Let's see if he can handle the second turn.
No!
Kid Do Not rolls over.
Block him! Block him!
And
Yes!
Freckle 35
Yes!
to a sudden stop was not able to
7th
get around
place
Kid
for
Do Not.
Hungarian Polar Bear!
That is going to put him down at the bottom.
He threw the race. I like that.
Made it down here to
He
the finish
took a
line
bet too, and he
at
said,
all
"Fuck it,
during
Charlie, I
this
got
event.
you."
A tough break for Kid Do Not. He certainly got
Thank
the
God.
speed, and he's not afraid to push that car. But
We
once
got
again, the
7th
lack of
place
experience
by
can
1
really
point.
cost you in the race.
Yeah.
He's
We're
going
in 5th
against
because the other
Hasbunor
3
in the
haven't, or other
99
4 haven't gone
Subaru
yet.
Impreza.
Scored 3 points
It doesn't
in
really
the
matter
race.
what they do. They're
Alan
gonna
Moore
finish
needs at least
above
2 more points.
Hungarian Polar Bear.
Moore needs at least 3.
But I would like to see Hazmat Noir crank like a
All
kickflip
they
or
need to do
something.
is get close to
Lead.
Oh!
We've got contact. And
Huge,
Hasbunor
huge.
leaves Alan Willoughby
That was a
at the
bad blood
finish
round right
line.
there. Those are
It
rivals.
looks like he got
They
his
hate each
car
other.
stuck
They fucking
on
hate
the
each other.
hill.
He was so
Here's a look at the
Hungarian
leaderboard.
Polar Bear in
Stephen
7th though,
King
baby. I
on
won my
top
bet.
with 17
I won my
points,
bet.
followed by Kid Do Not in
Yes!
second place. Paul
Goofy sports in all shapes and sizes. I was going ballistic for the freestyle lawnmower obstacle course championship that happened a few weeks back. Like, I get into really silly sports. I love that shit a lot. And I figured it's time we look back on history and admire the most brutal and silliest sport ever created, X-Arm. I don't know how many of you ever watched X-Arm. I imagine anyone who did stumble across it is right now having a repressed memory and like a PTSD episode, like this fucking flare-up of trauma, convulsing in their chair like, no, my therapist told me X-Arm wasn't real. X-Arm was something that was started, I believe, in 2008. It was the combination of MMA and arm wrestling and pure fucking chaos. It was a beautiful disaster of an idea. It never got popular. I think there was only 4 episodes ever filmed, and they never made it to TV or anything. They were hosted online. They just ended up getting fucking thrown in the cum dumpster online, and they surfaced on YouTube back in the day, and that's how I found it. But basically, it was taking arm wrestling to the highest possible extreme you could think of, aside from just like putting your arms together and then shooting each other with a gun. So the idea was you'd have your arms taped around each other, and you'd be able to beat the shit out of your opponent until they either die or pass out. Like, pinning them didn't work because it just wouldn't. No one tried to pin. It was just a battle to the death. I actually made a video on X-Arm like 6 years ago, I think it was, and I figured it's time we just revisit it because, god damn it, it truly is a classic. So I'm going to show you the most popular X-Arm fight. This is Rick Vardell versus Bon Lapua.
And he's shown us more in boot camp than anybody else has.
And of course, one of the aspects of this sport is the other guy's not going to get very far away. Why? You tell him, Art.
We've got both athletes hooked up with a D-ring and a harness. This enables the athletes to sit back in the pocket. It keeps them on their side of the table.
Yeah, they're fucking strapped in like it's a roller coaster ride here. This genuinely looks like some shit out of Yu Yu Hakusho's Dark Tournament where Yusuke and that dude with the mohawk have that like just slugfest where they're leaning against knives on the ground until one person dies. That is basically that scene for a whole sport. It is incredible that this fucking thing even exists.
Outstanding performer. Now he is in, well, he's going to have his hands full as he's trying to get these two men sent. Look at Rick Bardell's face, and he's in his own world, and he's trying to do it. Macho man, macho man. Okay.
So it's Rick Vardell in blue, Bon Lapua in green, and Rick Vardell looks like just the most American dad ever. Dude looks like his name would actually just be Paul Cheeseburger. He looks like he's one Miller Lite away from leaving his wife and kids. So he's getting in the head of Bon Lapua a little bit by acting like a feral animal, so he's grunting, huffing and puffing, showing his teeth like an angry dog.
Here we go, folks. This one's about ready to start. The action is gone. Oh, they start striking early. Strikes on the head by Vardell, but look at Lapua come back with a right. He is overpowered, the big man. Rick Vardell is defenseless right now. Oh, he's taking shots from the shoulders, the face, the ears, the back of the head. Look at that arm. He is almost defenseless.
I'll tell you, Vardell looks like he wants no more.
Look at the shots. He's coming over.
I don't mean to blue ball you by interrupting here, but just look at the fear on Rick Vardell's face as this flurry of fucking meat hammers is coming flying in, just getting clobbered. His survival instincts are kicking in, fight or flight mode, and he's trying his best to run away, it seems, but he just can't because he is literally hooked into that podium, so he just sit there and take the punishment.
He's doing the hammer shot.
And there is Vardell's arm on the table, scoring pins.
What does he do best? He pins people. He's a world arm wrestling champion, but right now he is getting mugged.
He's thrown his game plan out, Gary. Thrown it out completely.
I have not seen him strike yet. Lapua coming down. Oh my goodness. He's trying to throw an armbar. He is. He's throwing an armbar.
Wait a minute.
Hey, the judge just threw in a red towel. We're going to stop action here. I'm not...
Gary, I think the judge...
Just when you thought Rick Vardell was belly up in the water, he hits you with the surprise armbar with the podium assist. It's like you would have never seen that coming, I bet. You weren't ready for that plot twist. Rick Vardell really turns the tide of battle here by getting this mysterious armbar where he just ends up looking like a metapod hanging from a tree. So he's got his arm like blasted into his nutsack as he's hanging upside down. It's like, when I first saw this, I couldn't believe what I had just seen. And this is a legal move. The only reason this got broken up is because his armbar form was so bad that the referee panicked that his arm was just going to blast through like a compound fracture. So he broke it up quickly. But it is, like, you are allowed to armbar. I wouldn't be surprised if you're, like, allowed to lean over and, like, bite on their ear and their nose, spit in their face. Like, the only rule in this sport seems to be you can't bring a loaded weapon or a sharp object. Everything else is fair game.
There isn't much time left, but I gotta tell you, it looks like Vardell is not ready. And he's gonna try it again! He's trying the armbar a second time!
I don't see a red flag, and I see Lapua holding on.
He doesn't have that wrist turned the right way.
He is trying to pull it down, and they're going to stop him right
He would
now.
have been better trying to kick in that position.
He absolutely would have.
The bell is rung, the round is over.
There you go.
Yeah, so Rick goes wacko mode again by attempting another armbar. I guess it's his signature move, but unfortunately, once he locked in, there was only 10 seconds left in the round, so Bon Lapua got off a bit easy, because otherwise, he would have lost that entire arm, goddammit.
Both men throwing. Both men are throwing shots. Both men are trying to stand there, and both men are taking the other's best. This is incredible. Now, this is the best action I've seen from Vardell. He's hanging in there. He's saying, okay, you've hit me. I felt what it's like. Now I'm coming back to you, big man. And look at the shots. And both are getting tired. Both are still throwing. Lapua trying to measure him, and he throws one off the top of his head.
This is the first time I've seen Vardell with his arm off the table.
Round 3 continues for a bit longer, and Bon Lapua wins. I'm not going to show you the entire thing because it's just a lot of furious fists flying around. I just wanted to show you this sport a little bit because I often think about it when it comes to goofy sports. Like, I'll see some new sport or like some stupid thing on Reddit and it's like, this sport is super dumb. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not as dumb as X-Arm or as dangerous. Like, I always compare every dumb sport to X-Arm. Like, it is the gold standard for me for silly sports, and I just wanted to, again, share this with all of you, in case you don't remember X-Arm or have never seen it. Fucking Master Chief on the sidelines over there threw a lemon wedge on the field. This one could be coming back. Let me zoom in to help you out. This man wearing the aluminum foil is extremely happy. He looks like a 13-year-old that saw titties for the first time in front of him, and then pissing on it. Welcome to the Giants postgame show. If you're still ejaculating about Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch, so are we. Unfortunately, we lost that game by a couple points. You can see the score right there. That's numbers. I'm Russ, and I'm joined by my friends to help analyze how we lost that match despite the amazing catch. Really, the game should have been over the second they ruled that a touchdown. Let me introduce you to my friends. He's my friend, and he's my friend. Now, first and foremost, they had 31 points and we had 28. 28's a lower number, thus that resulted in a loss for us. You can't score less points than your opponent and still win a match. Here's a clip. Here's Tony Romo. He's using his legs. He's scrambling, moving. Ball's in the air. The ball is now caught. That's a touchdown. Touchdown equals points. He had a little muscle spasm there. But that's fine because I still got points on the board. You see, how do you get points on the board? You get touchdowns. How do you get touchdowns? You put the ball in the end zone. It's as simple as that. Tony Romo's happy. Then he gets a little concerned because he saw his wide receiver have a muscle spasm. I think we've identified the cause for this loss. It was an issue of points. If we had more points, we probably would have been victorious. Thank you for the bodyguard event. They may be the world's best bodyguards, but can they protect them from hurt feelings on Twitter comments? We'll see. Oh, this looks like a strong group of bodyguards. These are going to be the front runners. Damn, this is an intense competition. Jesus Christ.
Is being covered by snipers.
How do they know who won since they're firing blanks? Did the terrorists win or the bodyguards? Wait, what the fuck is that? Is that a man hanging upside down by his legs, being slowly dropped down? Looks like a fucking lobster, like a charred lobster. I feel like this was just like an accidental casualty and this man is really dead. How is this bodyguard competition shit? Oh fuck! Round 2! An entire new team entered the game. This is an intense sport, Jesus Christ. Good getaway. A lot of amateur bodyguards don't make that turn very well. Which team was that? Was that TSM? Oh, this is gonna be big. The terrorists are gonna roll in on a full fucking tank. How are they gonna take care of this one? Or maybe like a helicopter, like an attack chopper is gonna come in firing blanks at them. Then they do it Hobbs and Shaw style and throw a chain in the blades. It's like synchronized swimming. This is cute. It's like figure skating. Oh, this is graceful. Oh, yes. Where's the music? Can we get some Nickelback or whatever people figure skate to these days? Wings of an Angel? Lips of an Angel? This is fucking awesome. This is the best goddamn sport I've ever seen. Why isn't this... Well, I can probably... Actually, I can venture a guess why it's not in the Olympics.
Hello,
Fantastic. I love Need for Speed. Oh! Excellent. That was a par 4. Oh, we're gonna have a joust. Bodyguard joust. Ooh, he hit the cone. And he was fired on the spot. If you hit the cone in the car, what's to say you don't hit the president in the car? Do they have like tennis ball boys run out there and put the cone back before the terrorists get there and light it up again? Oh, what is this? Bodyguard's getting stinky out here with this beat. When does the Rainbow Six Siege match begin again? Are those... Oh, if those buses all have terrorists on them and the bodyguards have to fight them off, I'll shit my pants. Oh, wait. Oh, God! Why would a bodyguard ever need to know this? I don't know why they'd ever be in this situation, but god damn it. I'm impressed. Car's just out here doing the doggy piss on everyone out here. I respect it. 2016. They don't have 2018? Did they not get funding or something? Well, let's see 2016. This is boring. They're not even using blanks. They're just using little fucking foam swords. Oh, it's not even. He's using a newspaper. Don't trust her. Oh, alright. Get away from him, bitch. Like, this was like the Cirque du Soleil of bodyguarding. Nothing in the related. I really think that's it. That's the only good bodyguard championship, and it was fucking awesome. Different events? Okay, how many divisions of bodyguard championships can there possibly be? It's not like the college football where there's the, you know, the East, West, packs, decks, strength builds all over the place. There's not going to be that many subdivisions of bodyguard sports.
Charlie, but
Wait, they have judges this year? 85%. I saw the tip of the knife get near the president. Well, that's a goddamn shame. This was a masterpiece in sports. If anyone on the Bodyguard European Moldova Championship Committee is in the chat, please know we want more. Let's fire it up for 20 the Olympics, which I should be in every sport. Alright everyone, yes I know, I'm here, the champion has arrived. Let's hold the applause, I got a race to win. I gotta hop on my vinyl records here and ride him around real fast. These fucking discuses. Give it to me! What did I... 0.07, that's fucking disgraceful. My whole family is embarrassed now. I can make my penis go from flaccid to ejaculating in that amount of time. Let's get redemption in the swimming pool. They used to call me Dolphin Master Swim Lord because I was so good at swimming. Oh, what? Nope, not even touching the water now. No, fuck it. That was a horrible countdown. If I was at the Olympics competing right now and they pulled that kind of stunt with me, I'd just sit crisscross on the board as a protest. That was just a counterintuitive countdown. It made no sense. That's like watching an interpretive dance, and when they do the split, that's when I dive in the pool. It just made no fucking sense to me. What kind of operation are they running down there, huh? Unbelievable. Let's do the track portion. Alright, this is where I'm really gonna shine. There's a panic at the Olympics. I write wins, not tragedies, baby. Come on. Let me off the line. I got a world record to set. Usain Bolt, eat my wiener out. I'm coming. Give it to me. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna redo that one. I know I could do better. I've trained a lot harder to come over here with a 0.25. I didn't spend all those years clicking my mouse to not get something better than 0.25. Unreal. Give it to me. Come on. I'm about to give it the business. I'm about to run fast. That's what I do. That's what I fucking do. Even worse. Yep. All right. Well, needless to say, I think the proof is in the pudding here. I would undoubtedly be the most decorated Olympian in blue, we got the big, beefy Bolt Honeycomb, and in green, we've got George. Right now, these two musky men are duct taping their hands together, joining in a holy matrimony of unholy intentions. Oh, Bolt's setting the tone early. He's going for that tuggy-wuggy on his titties right now. But George is not fazed. Now Bolt's answering a phone call on his arm. The ref says it's time for arm wrestling, and they're getting right into it, wasting no time whatsoever. A beautiful exchange of blows right here. George is just showing no mercy here. A relentless assault against Bolt. They don't call him Jerk-Off George for nothing. He will jerk you off. Underneath this 240p quality, there's a fight going on. I know these pixels may be obscuring your view, but... you know, it's the best I could find. I tell you, it seems George is showing no signs of slowing down. George is just curious right now as to how much pain he can inflict into Bolt before he just combusts. Bolt is just completely on the defensive right now. Now it looks like he's about to perform a magic trick or some shit. I don't know what he's doing. He is going for a move right out of the Kama Sutra. His signature move! He's hanging like a bat, and the ref is calling it off immediately. That's an illegal move right there. You cannot have fist to scrotum contact. It's in the rule book, and it was very clear to the ref and everyone in the audience that George's knuckles were rubbing against Bolt's nutsack. You just can't do that. Let's check this replay. Here you can see he's going for the standard cowgirl position, and that's when the contact with the scrotum was made. Bolt is just shocked by the decision, but he's not deterred. He's ready to get right back into the action for round number 2. George is looking a little more fired up this time. Yep, he's just going right in for it. Oh, but Bolt is showing no regard for the rule book. But this one's clean. This is a clean one right here. There is no scrotal contact here. No scrotty McGrotty, no full scrotal, no scrotal contact whatsoever. This one's clean. How much longer can he hang on? Oh, he looks like he passed out from the blood rushing to his head. That's unfortunate. A close match. George is the winner. I quit. I have no idea what a kabyle flassa is. It looks like a made-up word.
U.S. Staff Sergeant.
Looks like something I'd hear in Elder Scrolls as part of the dragon tongue. Shitty knife. Can't even slice this whiskey barrel in half. Or just a really weak man.
Yes, sir.
Again, I don't see how you could possibly fail this. I could go to the kitchen downstairs and grab a knife and probably do something very similar. And I assure you, Walmart employees are not handcrafting fine blades like this.
Feeling saucy.
Spicy Mike's is gonna cut through 40 apples even though there's only 10 on the table. That's how good his craftsmanship is. Oh! What?
Will do. I will take your kelewang and deliver slashes and thrusts.
Why are these guys dressed like they're about to go to the Renaissance Fair to hit on some underage girls?
My blade's very sharp. I cut through probably half.
Dress like actual blacksmiths, please. Plate armor and hair everywhere.
For the dummies.
Yeah, I think maybe the Get the fuck out of here. Is this a joke to you?
Forward. Hunter's blade snap.
You think you can do it, Tim? Tim's breaks on the first one. It breaks before it even makes contact. This guy's taking it easy. He's not putting the same elbow grease in it. He's pulling back. What is it? Is this guy a friend of Tim's or something? Finally, some real stress testing. None of this chopping an apple. Now they're actually putting it through some real tests. I hope it chops that little piece of metal that he's hitting it with in half. It's that sharp.
Overall, it will cut.
Thank you.
God, that guy's so goddamn wholesome.
Sir.
His catchphrase, it will kill, it will cut. He loves saying it. It's like Tony the Tiger with Frosted Flakes.
Aaron, you may surrender your blade.
We need your badge and weapon. You're off the case, Aaron. We're giving it to that dog that solves crime. Scrub McGruff or Airbutt or something, I forgot his name.
I'm Mark Campana. I'm 41 years old and I'm from Akron, Ohio.
He's a modified cleaver, he's not a human being.
My job is personal trainer.
Could have fooled
when I'm
me.
not training other people, I'm destroy it.
Next up, Mark Campana.
Oh shit!
I'll tell you what.
He read a mean comment on Twitter and he doesn't forgive, he doesn't forget.
Looking for victim
cutting power. It will chop like an apple.
Possible weakness. I suck as a blacksmith. It might not even work. It's probably not even sharp. I don't know. It just cut a hot dog. Oh, it's a rope.
He drops his face.
Oh, it's embarrassing. No, let's just stop. You're embarrassing us.
But this is technique. He's not really making that wedge.
No, boom!
Ooh, he didn't cut through it. He just broke the chain.
That's the proper technique with those power.
Oh!
Just like that, boom! Right through the last two.
He's running the gauntlet, baby. What's next? Now he has to slit his wife's throat using it. An emotional one.
But look at that power. That blade almost split the box halfway through.
What is that? Those bees in there? Hit this hornet's nest with your knife. And try not to scream.
Wow, look at that.
This one's got mustard gas in it.
Very calculated. He waits horizontal. He's got to concentrate on
No one's ever beaten this challenge. Nah, no one ever will.
Nice. Now he adjusts his accuracy.
Uh-oh. And rest in peace, SpongeBob's house.
Beautiful job. Mark Campana destroys right.
He's just walking around like the Terminator. He's so proud. I think that's cute. You know, I'd like to play with a giant fucking buster blade like that, too.
Boom, right. Whack.
Oh.
Taken down by the 2-inch rope.
He had the proper blade.
Do you feel like a fucking idiot now?
I think he went about
How silly do you feel? Be honest with me. How dumb do you feel right now?
To let gravity take
You just got beaten by a fucking rope.
Unfortunately,
he's gonna jump a car. He's gonna do the big car jump. Friggin' rights he is.
So is it like Evil Knievel, but behind a Walmart?
Dish in here.
That's not exactly the most extreme of ramps.
Car he's jumping. Oh yeah.
Oh baby, never mind.
Friggin' rights he is.
Holy shit.
He's gonna goose it.
Fucking madman.
Boys.
No one's ever jumped that and survived. Oh god, no, don't do it! Holy shit. No hesitation!
Holy shit, Mike!
Mike!
You drunk already, aren't you, buddy? A little bit, a little bit.
I'm not.
He's not drunk, he's just excited.
Oh,
That's the classic Ray right there. I want to jump the monster truck with my lawnmower.
we're gonna friggin' hold you. You got
Ray!
Ray!
Don't let the armor weigh you down.
Anchor, bud.
Ray's fine. Ray's taken 10 shotgun slugs to the chest in that armor. He's fine.
Kermit the friggin' Frog. Just
Fucking right he is.
And then we cheese.
Fucking right he is.
Here he goes!
Ray! Ray, floor
Get
it!
the pedal.
Ray, hit her wide open! Ray! Oh, Ray!
Showering the place with rocks.
Wrong
dead.
car.
Hope you didn't dick her, Ray!
Yeah, baby, here comes Ray!
Oh, shit, Ray!
Excellent work, Ray! Can someone get his real car out there so he can jump that next? What technique? My god. Evil Kahoo? I only know Ray Knievel. That's a good camera angle.
And he stoved her in. Are you okay, buddy?
Man, these
Good
Canadians.
thing we made
I love
you
the
wear
way they
that
talk.
cardboard box, eh? Or you would have got deckered.
I missed her.
You missed the board, bud. You're too deckered.
Yeah, no, I'm not. My name's Ray, and I love riding the Redneck lawn chair.
That's classic Ray right there. Ray, you decked her. God damn it. If that fucking gravity didn't sabotage Ray, he would have left orbit. Ray was 10 steps above human ingenuity.
He decked her.
Yeah, he definitely dicked her on that one.
Ray's last jump.
Wait, why is he driving?
Fired. He begs his pardon. He begs his pardon.
That man cannot even get a full sentence out. He just ate shit, nearly snapping his neck in a lawn chair modified to jump over a children's toy car. And he is so fucking drunk that he didn't feel a thing, and you have him behind the wheel of a car?
This one.
Oh, you gotta wear a helmet though. buddy.
Ray's great when he's not drunk
You gotta wear a
driving.
helmet on this one. We can't-
I have no respect for that.
Look at.
Come on.
Are you
Oh, that's good. I'm getting dicked.
Are you gibbled?
I'm getting gibbled, boys. We made
I
it
love
in
this
the
slang,
inside,
getting
boys.
dicked and gibbled.
No,
Why don't you boys in chat ever dick and gibble
Ray's
me?
not gonna get hurt.
Yeah, can someone mod Ray in the chat?
Now the Ray, boys. Let's go.
Did you just spit out his dentures? He did spit out his dentures. Now you know it's serious
Take
business.
all responsibility for my own reactions.
Here he goes.
Yeah, baby, come on, Ray! Get in there! Whoa! That's not Ray's fault. That's looking much better. Yeah!
You better have another drink, buddy.
Yeah, keep gibbling him. And for Ray's next stunt, he'll be passing out in his own vomit.
Oh!
Yeah, baby.
Awesome!
Oh! Oh, shit! Good shit, Ray. Just gets blindsided by a car. I can't see a fucking thing.
Oh, dick, boys.
That's
Here
really.
he freaking goes.
That's really slow.
Only an inward.
That's.
Oh, dick.
He might not even make it up the ramp.
Oh, dick. Oh! Holy shit!
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, fair. That's a. He dicked that one. He dicked when he should have gibbled. That's entirely the rider's fault. The speed was perfect, angle was perfect, ramp perfect. That's just the rider's error.
You okay?
I'm sure he's fine. He's still got the cigarette in his mouth. I like how they had padding. They had padding everywhere but where he broke his neck. The one place they couldn't calculate. That is literally the only open.
Holy shit, are you alright?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Holy Didn't feel a thing. Arranged world of family sports, there is no end to the lunacy. I'm talking about novelty sports games for the whole family to not enjoy but pretend they enjoy together. I'm talking about things like horseshoe tossing and croquet. Today we'll be diving into this uninspired and unfun cesspool of activities with one of the worst ones I've seen called marbles.
Outdoor games are a family tradition, but many keep you stuck in one spot, or can even leave you with a real pain in the back.
That's always an important selling point in these products. You know, it's good for all ages. It's not painful for anyone, from the biggest bodybuilders to the most frail, glass-boned, paper-skinned people on the planet. Anyone can play them, and no one will have fun with them. However, in marbles' case, I don't see it being like a healthy alternative for people with bad backs or joints. They show this alpha male straining his back throwing a horseshoe, which I don't attribute to the horseshoe's weight or anything like that, unless that horseshoe is made from parts of Thor's hammer and it's just 500 fucking pounds. It's really the bending forward motion that would be hurting his back, which you still have to do with marbles, so it's just the same thing but with a ball instead of a horseshoe.
Instead, how about you open a bag of fun with marbles? Designed for all ages and abilities, marbles is a fun outdoor family game that's perfect for all ages, similar to lawn bowling.
And just as fucking boring as lawn bowling. Notice how the man with the bad back who just threw himself into the hospital with the horseshoe is now doing the exact same throwing motion but with a ball this time. A horseshoe doesn't weigh very much. I think they weigh like a pound, maybe 2. Granted, I'm not the most seasoned veteran when it comes to horseshoe throwing. I'm not over there fucking my sister in Alabama and playing horseshoes at Thanksgiving. But from the limited exposure I've had in that sport, I've noticed that they're not very heavy even when I was a toddler. So I don't think it's the weight, it's the throwing motion, which is the same from marbles to horseshoes to cornhole.
Marbles doesn't require a dedicated court or setup. To play, start by tossing the point ball underhand. Then alternate turns throwing the balls, trying to get them the closest to the point ball. After all marbles are thrown, the player closest to the point ball scores.
Now be honest, I know you're foaming at the mouth, scratching at the neck, needing your marbles fixed after hearing how this exhilarating sport functions. Fucking digging through your mom's purse looking for a credit card so you can order some marbles now. Looking into your bank statement, seeing if you can afford a bag of marbles. I know this shit sounds thrilling. And also, it can be used with literally anything in the world. It doesn't have to be marbles balls. You can just grab fucking tennis balls and just designate one with like a Sharpie as the point ball. Not that I'm trying to teach you how to pirate marbles or, you know, do-it-yourself marbles or anything. I'm not trying to give you like knockoff marbles. I'm just telling you, there are workarounds here, loopholes to getting your marbles fixed without needing to get the official licensed brand of marble balls. But I don't know why you would do that. This looks so fucking boring. It'd be more fun wiping your ass with a bad case of hemorrhoids than playing marbles.
Whether you're at the beach, campground, tailgating, or in your backyard, marbles will brighten up your day and get everyone excited to play.
It will not do that. What marbles most likely will do is act as a band-aid for a shitty family relationship where the father, the son, the wife, and the daughter, they're not all on the same page. All of them not exactly fans of each other, but maybe once a week, maybe every Friday, the father forces the family to play marbles in the backyard to try and bond, but it only makes them drift further apart. Marbles is also just a horrible fucking name. It sounds like Leif Erikson Day from SpongeBob. Hinga-dinga-durgan, marbles, SpongeBob, marbles.
Unlike bocce, marbles are light, buoyant, more dynamic, and can be played almost anywhere. In fact, using the terrain to your advantage is half the fun.
Ladies, I know that trick shot just made you wet, but please calm down your thirst. That marbles expert is taken.
Each set of marbles comes in a heavy-duty toteable canvas bag with the instructions printed right on it.
Ah, there it is. The Holy Scripture, the 10 Commandments of marble.
Each marble set contains balls for 2 individual players or teams.
Marbles are a hit wherever I take them. I bring them out at family reunions, when the grandkids come over. They're easy to play with and will give us memories that'll last a lifetime.
Now this is actually a very powerful testimony. Unless you're living under a rock, then you're probably familiar with the legend Chip G, Hall of Fame marbler. Often referred to as the bad boy of marbles, he was rumored to have performed cunnilingus on over 20 women at the retirement home where the last marbles championship was held. So him coming out here saying how much he loves marbles, that is something not to be taken lightly. But I do have to say, I think Chip is being a little too pretentious here. Marbles aren't exactly going to give you memories to last a lifetime, unless you're playing strip marbles with your family and grandma loses and her fat, flabby titties come out and you're still like 9 years old. Then maybe that'll stick with you for the rest of your life, and marbles is definitely going to be a negative thing to you from now on.
Marbles' lightweight design ensures that they're gentle on your joints and shoulders, and much easier to transport than cornhole, bocce, or horseshoes. Perfect for RVs, car trips, tailgating, and more.
And if you're traveling with any of those games, you're already no fun to be around, so you might as well add marbles to that.
They even make a great gift. Marbles, open a bag of fun. So call now to get your set of marbles today for just $49.95, only through this exclusive TV offer.
That's a fucking ton for just some little light balls. When I first heard that number, I was blown away. $50 for what is essentially just 7 balls that any balls could be used for? That's a bit insulting, but who am I to question the Marbles brand? That shit's probably made out of unicorn hide. But yeah, anyway, maybe I'm wrong and this will be the next huge sport. You know, right now we're in an esports craze where all kids growing up want to be professional gamers. Maybe in like 5-10 years, kids growing up are going to want to be professional marblers. But only time will tell. A wash with enthusiasm on laundry day. Meet the washing machine club gentlemen.
There are people that love the wash, they love the rinse, or the spin, or the drain.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm a spin guy. I love the spin.
God damn.
There it goes. Laundry day.
Damn, everyone's coming in here with a semi-chub.
1987, I think, and now we have like 3,000 members from all.
It's got to be kind of sexual, right? Especially with that kind of like
machines, and
sloshing.
I've got 22 hooked up and running down here.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go down and do laundry now.
More like yeah.
Bring your dirties.
Okay. Oh, you bet your ass I will.
You want to do this one, Mark? You want to try this? All right, get your
Oh God, Mark, you're not ready for it. That's a 1975 Dyson Extreme Turbo Blower.
It's like Christmas morning.
No one's ever finished a full cycle without coming in their pants.
Is this your treasure and Speed Queen?
Speed Queen? Those were outlawed 40 years ago.
Here we are, Paul. You get to pick a machine now.
Holy shit! It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for washing machines.
For what are called wash-in.
I waited my whole life for this.
15 of the faithful.
Fuck yeah, Mark. I waited my whole life to watch you put that shit in there.
I love the sound this one makes.
It is melodic, like a chorus of angels. That's the Speed Queen for you.
I thought I was the only. This combo is a favorite.
Wow, that's the pounder. That's the pounder. Exactly.
That is the pounder.
1957 black.
I can see why it's your pride and joy.
In charcoal, with the distinctive and.
I'd never leave the basement in this case. You'd find me sitting on each of these washing machines all day.
Oh yeah, 100 RPM. That's the fastest one that was ever made for a top loader. Really? Yeah.
That shit's about to travel back through time.
The only pair in captivity.
It's gonna send those clothes back to Jesus Christ or something.
That's pretty.
And how many machines do you have?
Oh,
60.
near 200.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Next washing machine club meeting is at his house. GE Good 27S Jow Space Maker Washer Smelly Dirty Laundry. It's definitely a fetish. Oh yeah. Okay guys. An hour and a half? I'm just here for the action, baby. I don't need the foreplay. Fire that bitch up. Far be it from me, but this doesn't seem overly effective. Oh, we're cranking it up now. Hold on a second. Am I spoken too soon? Holy shit! Do it! Come on, you slut. Start spinning. Does it take an hour to fire up? Like, what is this? Oh. Oh, don't tease me. No. Oh, God. Oh, just give me a taste. Stop waterboarding the clothes. Spin. You lazy whore. Spin for me. This washing machine. You might as well just put him in a sink at this point. This is fucking terrible. This is a terrible model. The GE Good 27 Space Maker is terrible. Oh, he's got the speedometer out. We're going 34 miles per hour? 34 miles per hour has never looked so fast. It's like it's speaking to me. All that filth is just melting away. Dissolving. under the immense rotational pressure and hydration of the Space Maker washer. Is this really as fast as it goes? Can we crank this up to the, you know, extra speed? The DLC speed package or something? Oh! The centrifugal force! This is how the astronauts train. God, good lord! Fuck, it's hyper jumping. Jesus Christ! No, don't slow down on me. Increase the speed. I can still see some stains. God damn it, no! I can handle more! Oh, the G-forces! Why is this so long? I can hear the cameraman moaning. Get the speedometer out again. Measure its RPMs for me, please. Get a Geiger counter out here. This has to be emitting immense amounts of radiation. Oh, I put a silencer on it now. The James Bond of washing machines. Now we're cooking. Just in case you want to blow a load but don't want anyone to hear where or why it's happening. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think she could go any faster. I'm so wrong. Holy shit. It's got some rocket boosters on it. Oh, they look spotless. They look spotless. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. Testing washing machines. I'll pee in my pants, get a big yellow pee-pee stain, and throw it in a Super Queen 1973 model and see what it does. Earth is a beautiful thing. And yesterday, I was lucky enough to witness it. Now, this wasn't the birth of, like, a human being or anything. This was the birth of something far more important. A new sport. It's called arm boxing, and it was discovered yesterday, but has existed for far longer. And I would already argue that this is one of the biggest discoveries the human race has made since penicillin. So let me show you a bit of what arm boxing is, and then we'll get into it. Never mind, just kidding. It's just a prank. I can't actually show you anything from the fights because I just got copyright blocked when I posted a video trying to show 30 seconds worth of clips. So, can't actually show you any of the video here. It's forbidden footage. I'll just show you some pictures. As you can see, it's two fighters with their hands duct taped together, and then they start exchanging blows, beating the shit out of each other until someone either dies or time runs out. They're also strapped to that stand in front of them so they can't escape. There's not a whole lot of wiggle room for tomfoolery here. This is just good old-fashioned pugilistic justice. A lot of people sent me this clip as a new sport that I should be aware of because I'm very much into these up-and-coming combat sports like slapping I've been into for years now. And I think this is cool, of course. It's very silly, very fun. You know, it puts you on the edge of your seat like, wow, is that guy's head going to get blasted clean off his shoulders? Holy shit, he's going to punch his teeth straight through the back of his skull like a shotgun blast. You know, like, it keeps you guessing. And it's fun to watch, but it's also not new. I actually made a video covering what this is based on, X-Arm. And I covered X-Arm years ago and recently recovered it again just because I find X-Arm so fascinating. It's basically this, but they used to have grappling. Let me show you.
Yeah, we've thrown it out completely.
I have not seen him strike yet. LaPool coming down. Oh my goodness! He's trying to throw an armbar. He is. He's throwing an armbar. Wait a minute. Hey, the judge just threw in a red towel. We're going to stop action here. I'm not.
Gary, I think the judge felt that the arm was in jeopardy.
I fucking love that. The dude throws his leg over the stand there like he's about to give him a lap dance, and then he goes into like some kind of crazy armbar. Looking like a goddamn metapod hanging upside down on a tree with the dude's arm on his nuts. Like, fucking amazing. X-Arm was so goofy and fun. I think there was only ever, like, 3 episodes of it. I already forgot now. But it wasn't super popular, faded into obscurity, and most people don't remember it. But clearly, it's been brought back in some capacity here. Because arm boxing is obviously borrowing some DNA from X-Arm. But it looks like they got rid of the grappling component there. Probably for the best, because that shit could get so wacky. So that the guy in the blue in the clip you just watched who looked like an alcoholic G.I. Joe figure, that guy could have caused serious damage to the opponent's arm. Like, he fucking got it into a crazy twist. He damn near did like a crocodile death roll on it, snapping his arm clean off. So I think grappling was probably a bad idea for X-Arm off the get-go, and arm boxing recognized that it's also not super fun to watch unless you're trying to have like a good belly laugh at it. So to me it seems like they took the best part of X-Arm and just did it again, which is fine by me. More X-Arm is fantastic news. Hope you're ready for some more fun. Instead of just showing you an actual clip, I've got a couple screenshots, but maybe if I just string together enough pictures here, it'll be like a little flip book. Honestly, I'm starting to warm up to this format here. I think this is better than watching the video of the fight. This is like a manga. This is cool. You can see how difficult it is to throw actual meaty, meaningful punches when you're strapped down like this and unable to really get your body behind it. A lot of these seem like wet noodles that they're throwing at each other, but there are some very serious hits here too. Since you can't really defend yourself, everything's just on the attack, all out offense. So you need to have a really strong chin, which clearly both of them do, but you're going to see a lot of wild flailing here, especially from the guy in the blue trunks. That guy went for like a spinning back fist. It was like he was doing a Rob side B from Super Smash Brothers. So, you know, sometimes you just get desperate to land hits, you turn your brain off and just start like doing this like a windmill attack, like out of Simpsons, where, you know, I'm gonna walk at you slowly and if you get hit it's your fault, that kind of thing. Because you have 1 minute, you can't use one of your hands, and you just have to just keep punching as much as possible, so things are gonna get sloppy. And I think that's the beauty of it. Coming up towards the end of the match here, you can really feel the high octane adrenaline pumping throughout your body now, I'm sure. These are important screenshots though. In fact, this one right here is one that I wanted to specifically talk about. This is when he starts just wailing on his opponent's arm. So that strategy you saw him employ briefly at the end there is something I thought about too, where he started like hammer fisting on his opponent's arm. I think that's just the most efficient strategy, because his arm can't move. You're duct taped together. You will always land hits on his arm. It's kind of like leg checks in MMA, where you just kick the other person's leg just to weaken them a little bit as a bit of a nuisance. You know, and then they have to block with their shin. It's just mutual assured destruction. It hurts both people. This is much better than that, because you can just always hit their arm over and over and over again. They can't really defend it. They can't dodge it or anything. They don't have that kind of mobility. Unless, of course, they're like quadruple jointed and can do like a full 360-degree spin at the elbow joint or some crazy shit. They're not going to avoid it. Like, it's just not going to happen. So instead of just getting into the standoff and going for head strikes, you could just keep hitting their arm over and over and over again until you like break the arm. There's also one more match I wanted to at least touch on, where it was like a grudge match between these two. After the guy on the right won, the bell rang and this guy continued to just fucking play his head like a set of bongos. The guy on the left just got completely overpowered immediately because the guy on the right had the fastest fists of all time, so he started to like shield and curl up, so they called the match off. But you couldn't stop this absolute demon. So as he's like cowering in fear here, damn near in the fetal position, he continues to just bring down the fucking fist onto the back of his skull. This one in particular is extremely aggressive. I don't know what went on between these two, but there's definitely some bad blood there. I guess the guy on the left must have fucked the other dude's wife or something, because they seem to hate each other. He was going for blows to the back of the head after the bell ring, and they'll just straight up kill someone. This is like damn near attempted murder at this point. I felt like I was watching an episode of an anime where the main character just snaps and loses himself to rage and just goes fucking like a flurry of fists until his opponent's dead. Overall, I do find this sport entertaining. I think it's an enjoyable, goofy sport, but I don't enjoy it nearly as much as slapping. Slapping is still always going to be my baby. I absolutely love watching slapping, and I enjoyed this, but I don't see myself being like a long-term fan of this sport. But I do appreciate it and hope they stick with it. They have a whole TikTok page dedicated to it now, and it seems like they've done a few fights. Seems like also a pretty professional setup as well. They've got like a nice stage, you know, they've got a good, you know, belt plus chain link to the stand. The duct tape seems high quality. So I think there's a bright future for it. People clearly find it fascinating at the very least. This clip went super viral on Twitter. Has like 8 million views right now. Their TikTok absolutely exploded as a result of this as well. So I guess we'll see what the future holds. Maybe it'll just continue to improve and get better. But it is always nice to see these kind of silly pop-up sports, you know, get the limelight for a bit, because I always enjoy them. What is it? ESPN The Ocho, where they have like all the crazy sports no one's ever heard of, and they're just all wacky. I'm a big fan of that kind of thing, so I'm excited to see what the future holds for arm boxing. Hula, winner of the 2019 National Corn Contest with 616 bushels. Can we check this man for some performance-enhancing Viagra or something? 616 bushels? They said it couldn't be done.
We just came off the second wettest year on record. And every time we get a
you
little
bet your
rain
ass
like
we
this,
did.
it looks like we got flood.
Really see how dry we are. It's just starting to run out of juice. Poor judgment on
When
my
does the
part.
competition start?
We haven't had a rain in like 2
This is
and a
like
half
GTA
weeks.
Vice City, but on a
We
cornfield.
could sure use it. We got us a problem here. Hey, it's all leaking out.
Ooh,
Big
goddamn.
piles. I don't know why there's so much on the ground. You're holding
Does he have his
up.
own reality show or something? I'm fucking sold. I want to see it.
A little bit of stress. This was an exciting.
This is intense. Who edited this? James Cameron? Holy, I want to watch. I'm in. Where can I, is it on here? That was far more editing than corn busheling deserves. Not to disrespect the great sport of corn busheling, but I've got to say, they really went all out with the production on this season. I'm coming in. Let's watch some Corn Warriors. This could be the new Game of Thrones.
I got a little boy.
Thanks, David.
Get that tanker ready.
It's your world. I'm just eating corn in it. Take me on a ride.
The only thing really.
Man versus nature. And David is the king of both. Really missed a good opportunity to use corn in the intro. Yeah, get him with like a twisted transistor or something.
So far.
This is so good. The production here is so good. I hope there's like CGI fight scenes, like a bunch of competing corn warriors start storming David's field in slow motion as explosions go off in the background, and when one of them rides in on like a fucking dragon, tossing corn grenades, sabotaging his bushels. Imagine shoving this man's corn up your ass. No one would disrespect a bushel from David.
We just came off the second wettest year on record. And every time we get a little rain like
It's about to be the wettest year on record once this shit airs, David. When does the war start?
Well, that goes in
The trailer had me think that he was going to battle with corn and Mother Nature itself. Oh, now it's cranking up.
This building is definitely way bigger than I.
Is this Five-Finger Death Punch, David?
Some of the stuff in here is just awesome.
Damn, look at that garage. Those hot rods. John Deere's Wet Dream.
That's like a...
Yeah, baby.
Last week of planting.
There it is. David Hula in his element.
Man, the conditions were flat awesome. Man.
No, get out of there, dog! Run!
Great job there.
David Hula's seeing red. He's coming for blood for this year's bushels. Bit my cheek.
Naked over here at 51st and Peoria.
Walking around naked. Keep that shit on OnlyFans and charge for it. Why give it away for free? I feel like we're late to the party.
Tom, I don't know what the usage of the ropes were for.
Bondage. What, you don't watch BDSM? You've never seen 50 Shades of Grey?
What's your name?
Hi, Gracie.
What's double XL?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
The newscaster.
That's her?
Dirty Dozen.
What does that mean? Whoa, you don't say. Ah, how convenient. Gracie, shut up. I've heard all I need to hear. I'm coming in.
Maybe she'll admit to what she has been on or what she has.
I don't think she possibly can. She's dirty dosing, dozening Katie Couric's or something. I don't think there's any way you're gonna get like an actual sentence out of her.
She wasn't gonna go to the hospital. Get checked
Oh wow.
out.
Was she doing
she's not gonna
magic
be charged
tricks?
with anything today.
Restaurant Rampage, eh? I'm gonna take a guess in developing on the field right now, folks. If you're just joining us, I'll fill you in. One of the best sound guys in the league, Clit Orris, was attempting to score a touchdown when he was blindsided and bukkakied by the entire Vikings football team. However, he was able to get into the red zone, wherein he dropped his sound equipment. It was ruled a fumble on the field. Let's go to the Jumbotron and check it out on the replay. Here you can see Clit zooming at breakneck pace when he is just ass blasted by the Vikings defensive lineman Linval. Now, Linval's been known to eat full-grown human beings for breakfast, but I don't think he's ever tried Sound Guy before. This was truly a display of what happens when an unstoppable object meets an immovable force. Clit is one of the best 80-year-old athletes we've ever seen in the Sound Guy department, so the fact that Linval was able to flatten him like he did is just a testament to his tremendous strength. No ordinary football player could have annihilated an old man quite like this, just absolutely exploded this poor old geezer. Now, we up here at the Bukkake booth have been having a really hard time distinguishing whether or not this is truly a fumble. From this angle, it seems pretty conclusive that he lost control of his UFO satellite dish, thus it should not be a touchdown. However, further inspection is required. We're going to a different angle. Here comes the whole team ready to murder this old fossil. There's the Orgasmo Kablamo. It's a big hit, but it looks like he maintains possession of his sound equipment after hitting the ground. This should be a touchdown. From the dildo I'm sitting on top of, this should be 6 easy points right here. He's able to take the hit from Linval, get that concussion, break his left arm, and then roll over onto his knees before forgetting who he is, and then letting go of the sound equipment. By all definitions, that is a textbook touchdown. The fumble call should be overturned. Let's go ahead and take one more look at this. Here you can see the sound guy sucking Linval's nipple. It's a technique we've seen him employ many times in the past to great success. However, Linval's a little bit different from previous football players the sound guy's gone up against, so he ricocheted right off of the iron titty and lost his memory of his grandchildren. Here's where Clit suffered a broken spine. However, look in his hand. You can still see the sound equipment securely in his possession. Here, Clit rolls over and wonders what year it is, but with agony painted on his face, clearly in a lot of pain, he is able to hold on to that giant mixing bowl. And here's where he finally lets go of his sound equipment. This is 100% a touchdown. He had hit the ground, rolled over, had time to jerk off before finally letting go of that shit. No doubt in my mind, this is a touchdown. Clit Kung Fu Grip Oris is a hero to all sound guys. And I wanted to give a recap of Week 4 of the NFL. So, here to give you an exciting recap is me. I'm in a fantasy football league for a $20 entry, and there's like 30 people in the league or some shit like that. Maybe there's only 5, I'm not sure, but there's some money involved here, so I've been kind of paying attention. I haven't watched any of the games or anything, I've just been looking at the point leaders and noticing that I have none of them on my squad, which is probably why I'm 0-4 and have lost 3 out of my 4 matches by a margin of 100 plus points. But regardless, I'm very invested in the sport. I love when the pigskin gets tossed around and touchdowns are scored, points go on the board, asses are slapped for congratulatory meanings. And I thought, you know, who better to recap the NFL accurately and with enthusiasm than the super fan of the NFL, me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the expressed written consent of the NFL, so I'm unable to show you any actual footage of the games, since the NFL treats any unauthorized display of NFL matters as though I've lit a kitten on fire, or I've fucked Roger Goodell's daughter, or I've done something just truly heinous. So instead, I'll be showing you a video that I found while searching YouTube for 2 minutes called Best of High School Football 2008. Now let's dive right into it, or should I say, hurdle, since we're talking about football. Hurdling is a move commonly used by running backs. So, the Colts lost to the Jaguars 27-30. I believe this is the Jaguars' first victory since 2003, so a big orgy is in store for the people down there in Jacksonville. Also, on an unrelated note to the actual game itself, Blake Bortles is my quarterback in fantasy, and this is the first time he's actually gotten me more than about 3 points, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that. I still lost by an extremely large margin, but that's a-okay, because the rest of my team is basically middle school players. The Bills blew out the Patriots 16-0. Tom Brady had this to say following the loss. Damn. The Lions lost to the Bears 14-17. FoxSports.com writes, Matthew Stafford and the Lions offense was held to 263 yards and no touchdowns. Man, that explosive offense was really contained by the Bears' even more explosive, nuclear, cutthroat defense. Great job, Bear Nation. No surprise coming up here, the Browns lost to the Redskins 20-31. Now, if you don't follow the NFL that closely, I'll go ahead and get you in the loop. The Browns are to the NFL what Captain Boomerang was to the Suicide Squad, just absolutely useless in all possible areas and is just there to make everyone else look better. But good news for Cleveland Brown fans, Johnny Manziel hasn't died of overdose yet, so that's always good. Now I'll go ahead and do this publicly just like LeBron James did back when he was deciding between staying with the Cavs or going to the Heat. This is going to be Charlie's decision. Fuck it, yeah, I'll play for the Browns. You guys need new talent out there. I can't offer you that, but I can offer you about the same thing Johnny Manziel did, which is absolutely nothing. You could even give me a cool nickname. Instead of Johnny Football, I could be Charlie Foot and Balls, because I have both of those. And then just put me in a uniform, let me stand on the sideline or something. I'll even work for free, it doesn't fucking matter. But moving right along, the Seahawks beat the Jets 27-17. Ryan Fitzpatrick threw 3 interceptions. What a fucking child. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Riot in the streets. Down with their quarterback, I forgot his name. Raiders beat the Ravens 28-20. Raiders beat. I'll try that again. Raiders beat the. Holy fuck. Raiders beat the Ravens 28-27. Zoinks, that one sounds like a real nail biter. I can't even imagine the levels of testosterone everyone was feeling during that showdown. Here's my favorite game of the week. Falcons beat the Panthers 48-33. This is my favorite game because the person I was going up against had Julio Jones on his team, and he's only the 6th player to have had a 300-yard receiving game in NFL history, which is great and perfectly timed because it was against me in fantasy, leaving me absolutely no chance of winning, which is okay because I didn't have a chance to begin with. I basically drafted NASCAR players to play on my fucking fantasy football team, judging by the points I get per week. The Texans beat the Titans 27-20. That's cool. Cowboys beat the 49ers 24-17. There's a picture here on Fox Sports of a man teabagging another man. Well, actually, it's less of a teabag. He's kind of going over him, but his nutsack is on top of his head pretty much. The Cardinals beat the Rams 17-13. I forgot the Rams were still a fucking football team, so that's kind of cool. That's a wake-up call, I guess. Saints beat the Chargers 35-34. Man, another real close showdown. Goodness gracious, holy fuck. The Denver Broncos spanked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-7. Normally the NFL stands for National Football League, but for the Buccaneers it might as well stand for no fucking love, because no one goes to their games and no one roots for them, no one cares about them. And I know this because I'm from Tampa, and everyone I know, including myself, only keeps up with them just to see how bad they're doing at any given moment. But yeah, that's NFL Week 4 recap for you. I hope that was really insightful. I know I really dug deep in there and gave you the highlights and a real, in-depth breakdown of each game. So now you're informed, and let's go, sports fans. NFL, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, yahoo. Alright, that's it. See ya.